Hello, what's up guys? Today we're gonna be talking about what if Deku had Gilgamesh'S powers. Don't forget to hit that sub button, leave a like, and hit that notification button for more videos. Let's get right into it guys. So we're starting off our story in the hospital where we see a baby being born to Inko Midoriya. This baby is named Izuku Midoriya. So immediately as he's born, he's giving off a yellowish golden glow, and immediately doctors think he has a quirk or superpowers. If some of you don't know what that is, and the glow vanishes. So we're gonna do a time skip to kindergarten. So Izuku and Bakugo. Izuku really isn't bullied because every time someone tries, they feel he emits a golden pressure, like a killing intent, that they get scared to approach him. So Izuku is prideful. He's confident in his power and fears no one. So his teachers comes inside the classroom saying, I have all papers for you to fill in so that you can go take your career application. Then he throws them up. But I know all of you wanna be heroes. Everybody reacts, and Izuku and Bakugo are the only ones who stay whilst others are busy flashing their quirks. Then the teacher says, calm down everybody. After they calm down, Izuku is packing his stuff to go home. The other kids go home as well. Kakchan hangs out with his friends. Then they go to town in the arcade to play games. Whilst Izuku, he goes down the same alleyway. He sees the sludge villain, but in this period, he could sense the sludge villain behind him. As soon as it lunges at him, his eyes start glowing golden, and the sludge villain is surrounded by blades. It seems Izuku this time he's smarter than in canon, and he immediately figures out that the eyes are the weak spot. He summons in a golden katana out of a gate, and then it slices through the sludge villain's eyes. Whilst it regenerates the eyes, Izuku hears something coming out of the same sewer latch. When it comes out, the person says, Detroit smash! Splatters the sludge villain. Then Izuku helps All Might with taking the sludge villain into the bottle. And in this period of time, All Might would be saying, what's your quirk, young man? Then Izuku would be like, I'm quirkless, but I have a power called Gilgamesh. And All Might would be very intrigued by this, seeing as the kid took the villain down with using golden weapons out of white portals. Then Izuku would explain his power of how he can fly, he can summon gates, and the gates of Babylon, where Izuku has many treasures. In his weaponry arsenal, there are swords, katanas, and even guns. So Izuku will be going with this, and Izuku would explain how he can fly, summon golden armor. He has staffs that can destroy and heal anything. Then he goes home. In this he doesn't grab onto All Might's cargo past like in canon. So All Might goes off, and in this series, All Might doesn't wind up losing the sludge villain battle since Izuku didn't grab onto him. So he goes home, and in this series he doesn't wind up getting one for all, because that would be broken, whilst our boy is already as broken as it is. So we're gonna skip to the 10-month training, and then Izuku will be working on his powers. He finds out he can summon as well as golden armor that allows him no bullet can pierce it, not even his own golden swords. So our boy will be going in, walking. Then we're coming towards the UA entrance exam. So Izuku would be walking in, and then he would almost trip, but he floats in the air. A girl named Ochako Uraraka, winds up saving him using her quirk on him. Then Izuku says thanks. Then they will go their separate ways and go into the written exam. So our boy Izuku starts flying through the questions. In under 3 minutes he's done, and then the teachers ask him, "Are you sure you're done, young man?" And he says yes. When they look over his answers, they see them all correct. Then Izuku goes to the next one. As the present Mike is explaining the 1-pointer, 2-pointer, 3-pointer, as soon as he's about to explain the 0-pointer, a boy with blue hair stands up by the name Tenya Ida. He starts to complain of how this is not in the UA shouldn't make mistakes like this. So he immediately points to Izuku and he says, "You stop staring and coming here like you're not interested. If you're not interested, just don't be here." Izuku immediately stands up and then he says, "Shut up and sit down." And Tenya was about to disagree, but immediately a gate opens and the katana is at his neck. Then he sits down and shuts up. Then President Mike says, "Thank you, young man," and then he goes to explain the 0-pointer of how you just don't go for it. It won't be giving you any points. So as soon as the gates open, Izuku immediately rushes out. He summons multiple gates on top of the whole stadium. Then he starts to rain down golden weapons, destroying half of the robots. Then he destroys some of them and leaves the rest for the rest of people, since he thinks he did already good. Then he stands there whilst other kids destroy robots that are left, and then he stands there leaning on a wall whilst resting. Immediately he senses the ground shaking, and then he looks at the direction of the sound and he sees a massive huge robot, the 0-pointer. Then Nezu says, "Okay, I'm releasing the 0-pointer," and it comes out. Then Izuku immediately notes a girl seated down, and Nezu cannot shut down the robot. So Izuku immediately rushes in, since he sees it's the same girl from Ariel's which helped him out, Uchako Uraraka. He immediately flies at speeds faster and far outpassing All Might. Then he immediately smashes through the robot whilst he's in his golden armor. He flings it away and summons the gate, swallowing the robot. So just to reference, by swallowing the gate, like whatever he swallows in his gate, it gets replicated into a golden version, an indestructible version of that thing. Then he can use it in later on. So yeah, just like the 0-pointer is now in, he can use his own 0-pointer to fight. And take to mind, guys, this one is indestructible. Like no one can break the golden matter. So then he floats down, takes Ochako. He summons a golden staff. He immediately heals Ochako, and everybody there, the teachers seeing this, are all like, "Wow, he saved the girl, he destroyed the robots for his points, and he gave recovery girl an easier job by healing everybody in under one go. Immediately, Nezu is interested in Izuku Midoriya. So then we're going on towards we see our boy Izuku. He is seated in his living room. He came home. As soon as his mom comes out of the kitchen, she says, "How do you think you did?" Then he says he thinks he did. And then the letter in the mail arrives, and as soon as it arrives, Izuku's mom rushes into Izuku's room and then gives it to him. And then Izuku opens the letter and sees a figure of Almighty hologram. Then it says, "Ha ha ha, congratulations Izuku Midoriya. You have gotten into UA. You are in class 1A. And then the hologram goes away. And then Izuku, let's just skip the week that they have to rest, and then they go to school. So now we see Izuku in class. So he quickly arrives into class. As soon as he sits down, he notices Aizawa goes to him and starts chatting. So Izuku starts saying good morning, and then Aizawa's all like, "Oh, you noticed me, problem child." And then Izuku is all like, "Are you tired?" And then he's all like, Iresaed is all like, "Yeah, I do like nighttime missions, so I'm always tired in the day." Aizawa says. Izuku just says he just goes up to him, summons his golden spear, immediately healing the tiredness, making Aizawa feel like he slept. And then he immediately thanks Izuku for what he just did. And then everybody else arrives in class, and Tenya Ida goes to Izuku. Then he's saying sorry for calling you out in the UA entrance, but Izuku just ignores him and goes to sleep, since he thinks he's better than everybody else. No, he doesn't think. He knows he's above everybody else. Like, we're gonna give him that Gilgamesh personality, the one where he's above people, where he thinks he's better than them, and that's true. He can be beaten. So let's get back into the story. As Izuku just does this, everybody just thinks maybe he's antisocial or something, and Izuku hears this not minding, and then Aizawa is just like, "Problem children, keep quiet. We're not if you're here to make friends. If you're here to make friends, I suggest you leave. So go into the training in the changing room and get all your uniforms, train into your uniforms for sports, and then come to the ground." And Izuku flies to the locker room, immediately changing. Like, he literally summons the gates, puts his suit into his gate, and runs out of the room, still wearing his regular uniform. Aizawa puts an eyebrow to this, saying, "Why haven't you changed into your sports clothes?" And then Izuku says, "I already have." Then he gets enveloped in a golden glow. His clothes disappear, leaving him with the training equipment. And then everybody else arrives. And then Aizawa says, "Let's get started with this." Then Izuku immediately is called out first, and Kacchan was about to go saying, then he's shocked. "Izuku, how did he do this? How did this nerd get so strong? Why is he here?" And then Izuku goes on ignoring what Bakugo has just said. Then Izuku summoning as the 0-pointer, it throws the ball into the air, him boosting it with his gate, like it getting enveloped into the gate, and then going back into the atmosphere with another punch from a 0-pointer, using a gate to punch the ball back. Then Aizawa says he got his meter immediately says error, meaning the ball, he got infinity on this first draw. Going next is Uraraka, and she also gets infinity. So the rest of the things, like side to side jumps, Izuku immediately rips through everything. The strength training, he just summons the 0-pointer robot hand and crushes it. Everything else, our boy Izuku starts demolishing, and then Izuku goes. So this is the end of this episode, guys. If you want more, make sure to I'm gonna start this as a series, but comment down below if you want it to be a movie or you just want me to continue it as a series. Anyways, guys, bye. Make sure to check out my Discord channel if you like. I'll leave the link in the comments down below. See ya. Peace, bros. Peace, guys.